Hi, my name is Rhonda Green, and we're going to talk a little bit today about the new shoplifting, or how people can shoplift out of your online store. Especially Amazon is bad about this, and so we'll go into that and a little bit of background. I've been in business for over 30 years. Over 20 of that has been on specifically online merchandising, wholesale, that kind of thing. And so I do have a background in it. I have also worked at Amazon itself in the SDF8 facility in Jeffersonville. I worked there for around 7 years, mostly as an inbound problem solver. So I actually can speak Amazon, if that makes any sense. And I do understand how their computers function, how their systems function, and how things can get messed up. And so we'll go into more depth into that later. How to ship something through there, that kind of thing. But for right now, we're going to talk about the new shoplifting. Okay, so what we're finding, something that's pretty unique, and what I have here is people saying, "Well, you didn't ship me the melts, you shipped me the jars," and that can absolutely happen. If we have a jar and a bacon jar and a bacon melt go out at the same time, they can certainly get mixed up packages. But we're very precise about how we set up to pour, because we don't have the product here. We don't store the product here. We actually pour to order. And so when orders go out and they have certain things in it, if they have a bacon jar and a bacon melt, there is a danger of that. And so I was confused and a little bit alarmed. And so I asked for a picture of the jar. And of course, that looks like our jar. Now, I don't know. I know for a fact that it's not, in this case, what we shipped him, because I know specifically, because I made the shipping packet myself. So I know that jar was not the one that was shipped. He was actually shipped melts. I know that for a fact. And so the only thing that I can really, but anyway, so even though this is a great picture of the bacon melt or a bacon jar, it looks very much like ours. We make a packet at the start of, before we start making the orders to ship. And we label everything. We go ahead and do that when we print off the labels so that we have enough poured and able to go ahead and match the orders and don't overpour, that kind of thing. So we do this very precise, and we do this all the time, and we've done it for decades. So when I look back at the set of orders, because I was worried that somebody else got melts, and there were no other orders for bacon anything in that set that day. So what they sent me was a lie, right? Okay. But I went ahead and gave them their refund or whatever, because I can't argue with it. Even though the picture's there, I can't argue with it. Okay. So we got another one. And they said they'd gotten jars. And I just went ahead, and I'm not even going to try to mess with pictures. And I just told them, no, we didn't have jars in the house. And so they haven't contacted us back or anything yet. But, the magic of Amazon, we'll just have to see. But what that can be is that it seems that our bacon melts are very popular. And this is a way to degrade the ASIN and get it out of the Amazon catalog. And right now we're looking at, I'm going to actually send them this video, but yeah, we're actually looking at having our ASIN removed. I'm not really, standing up with the bacon ASIN that much. And if it's attracting all of these fleas, then I'm not real sure I want to have it up there anyway. But we'll go ahead and deal with what we have to deal with. All right. So Also, going on to something else, we used to, years ago, we'd only get like 2 or 3 vase breakage a year because we pack so well. We really do pack it. And we've been doing it for years. And, it's unusual to happen. And what we used to do was to go ahead and just get a picture. And then we would file with the post office and say, this is the picture of the broken item. And we wouldn't have the item shipped back to us. We would go ahead and say, if you can give us a picture, we'll give you a replacement. All right. And we would ship off a replacement and just believe the customer and all of that kind of stuff. Because, 2 or 3 times out of the year, that's not a big woo. And it's a lot easier, and you're known for customer service. Maybe not really now, it doesn't really matter, but we prided ourselves in this. But okay, so what's been happening is people have photoshopped stuff, and unless you can produce the broken item, a picture is not what they're going to accept. So they actually have to lay eyes on the broken item, because this is a way to shoplift. Does that make sense? All right, so this person claimed that the item was broken, the large bacon jar. I don't know why people are into this bacon stuff, but there it is. Large bacon jar was broken. And I said, please send me a picture, right? And this is what they sent me. And you can tell that that's the receipt. But this is also, you can't tell if this is the jar or what this is or anything similar to that nature. And when they emailed us back that, here are the pictures, well, the product's gone now. It's kind of like it was broken, and we just can't take pictures of it anymore. This is the only picture that you get. So basically, I'm pretty aware that this is a scam. The jar's probably not broken. It could be, but it probably isn't. And they just actually shoplifted and stole out of my store. Now, if I had kicked on it and said, look, you need to take it into the post office, Amazon would have gotten very angry and would have just gone ahead and refunded the money anyway. And then you get into the A to Z and all of that kind of stuff, which we'll get into in this next one. So effectively, this person has stolen out of my shop, and there are no repercussions. Okay. So I'm not, it's very irritating. Now, we're going to go on to the clumsy ones. Okay, so here's this picture. We get an email, right, that says we received a broken item, a broken vase. It was rolling around in the box, which is not possible either, because I actually physically picked up the boxes to take them into the post office, and nothing was rolling around in there. It was very confusing. And then I asked for a picture, and there's what I got. And it kind of looks like the glass. All right. And so, but then I got to looking at the message. The message was sent on the 7th, and actually they didn't get the package until the 8th. Okay. So they've actually sent, they said that the product was broken before they actually got the product, which is an obvious fraud situation. Now, and I told them this, that you haven't even gotten the package yet. It must not be ours. Right. And so, anyway, so that didn't have any effect. And right now we're waiting on the A to Z claim to see if they actually go ahead and look to see when the claim was made, when the voice message was sent on the 7th, and see that the tracking actually shows that it was delivered on the 8th. I don't hold out much for that, right? Okay, so it's increased quite a bit here lately. And I'm not real sure, how far it'll go, or usually that happens with somebody or a store that is really popular and actually bringing in a lot of money or selling a lot of specific items. And so I don't know if they just branch out or what have you, especially with this case right here. Let me add this back. This one specifically right here, I looked up the address where this vase candle was sent, where this vase was sent, and it's an assisted living home. And so I'm not real sure if I want to go ahead and call there and see if maybe somebody's in trouble and being used as a front, or their account has been taken over. I'm not real sure. So it's a hard one to go on, but we'll think about it later or whatever. But anyway, that's how things can be stolen, just outright from your account. And it's gotten worse here in the last this last year. Actually, this last 6 months for us. I don't know if it, like, once again, if you have something, you have a storefront that is extremely popular and you make a lot of money off of it, and you have unique products like we do, you may be a target. Usually, once again, we don't do $1 million online anywhere, but that may be a case. I don't know. Maybe they're just running out of victims. All right. So anyway, keep watch, keep notes, and thank you so much. This is Rhonda Green, and I'll talk to you later.